Thank you for tuning in to our bonus episode of the Really Very Crunchy podcast. Today we're talking pets, Emily, which is sort of a sad and touchy topic for us because we just lost ours how many months ago now? Has Winnie been gone?
Probably.
Really?
Right? At least 7.
I don't remember what month it was. It's been a while, and it was an incredibly sad time for us. She was our collie of 13 years, and just got into so I want to preface this. She was in a very bad health state, so that when you hear me in the rest of the episode, you're not thinking, you murdered her, you jerk. No, that's not what happened.
This is kind of a touchy topic.
It's a touchy topic. I'm not going to be insensitive.
If people, though, I want to warn.
Yeah, if you have some kids around, we are talking about pets and pet hospice.
So, but we've
not in a mean way.
No.
I just came across an article that I thought was interesting. It's actually talking most about. Do you know what a DINK couple is?
Is that a couple who has a dog but no kids?
That actually makes more sense. That's a donk couple. DINK couple is a dual income, no kids. But yeah. Dual income, no kids. Dog owner, no kids. Donk. We made that up. That's awesome. So the article, it's from USA Today, is would you go into debt for your pet?
No.
Some couples are. Heartless with your no.
We don't go into debt for anything.
No, we don't, except student loans, which
we did that, but we paid off.
I was 18. What was I supposed to do? My parents didn't have money. They said, go to college. How? Get a loan. Oh.
And then get more loans so Emily can have a nicer apartment.
And then get more loans
for a new computer. And then get more loans.
Free money? You will have to pay this back, but it's student loans. Yeah, you're fine. You can't bankrupt that, by the way. That's with you forever. Any Dave Ramsey fan will know. There's no bankrupting student loans, so be mindful, kiddos. However, you can bankrupt your doggy debt.
You can?
Why not? It's a medical bill. You can bankrupt anything but student loans.
Wow.
I'm not suggesting you should bankrupt anything. Goodness.
I don't even really know what that means.
Bankrupting?
I mean, I know it's like,
means
I give up.
I declare bankruptcy! You have to do more than just declare it, Michael. For some, the cuddles, comfort, and joy they bring are worth going into debt. It's particularly true for DINK couples, those with a dual income and no kids, 94% of whom view their pets as family members.
I can
We got to be careful here.
I can relate to that.
I don't think cats are family.
Before we had children.
I'm kidding.
Winnie was our baby. I mean,
not our child.
No, our baby.
Okay.
She was, though. Don't act like she wasn't. She did drive us crazy because she was gluten intolerant and we didn't know what was going on. And
don't ever get a dog that's gluten intolerant.
It was an issue. I mean, I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
We have. It's
the
bad.
RV, the bed.
Well, okay.
The bed in the RV with an ivory-colored blanket.
Let's just say it was no longer ivory when she was done.
So that's really what kept me from going full-on child mode with Winnie is her issues. I just got so mad at her sometimes.
Yeah.
But
there were some rough days.
But no, we didn't feel like we could leave for more than
a while.
2 hours or something because we're like, poor Winnie, she's at home all by herself. She's so sad, just whining at the window.
Then we had an actual child and wait, we have a dog? Why?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Sort of.
No. I took her on walks all the time.
We still treated her like we were treating her previously, but we're like, what were we thinking?
It's more. It's a lot. Okay. And we certainly didn't go into debt over her. Not because she wasn't worth it, but because, but by the way, I didn't get to finish saying she had lots of health issues.
She was born with health issues.
Correct. And they weren't going to go away. And it was kind of I do not want this dog suffering, chronic, And so, things went the course they went. And I...
Kind of like you with your polycystic kidney disease.
You're going to put me out at some point. When are you going to put me to sleep, Emily? No, just so you know, like we're laughing now, whatever, but not about Winnie, but like just in general. But I have hardly cried as hard. Actually, when Winnie passed, it wasn't that long after my mom had passed, and so it was kind of like
it had been just a few months.
It was kind of like this
compounding grief.
It's just this compounding thing, and it's just it was a very dark time for me.
Yeah. It was terrible. Me saying goodbye to Winnie.
Oh, it was
the worst.
Yeah. Still wouldn't go into debt over her. Some 68% of these pet parents say they've made financial sacrifices to cover essentials for their furry friends.
What are essentials?
From taking a second job to stopping savings contributions to skipping medical care for themselves, DINK couples are willing to go a long way for their pets.
Wait, what essentials does the dog need? See,
well, let's hear about...
I was all about giving our dog high-quality dog food.
Yeah, well, she had to.
Have it.
Our ivory sheets. No longer ivory. Because of low-quality food.
I have met many a pup who was raised on IAMS.
Yeah.
And they were perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I'm not as intense about my dogs as I am my children. Like, I want my kids to have the highest quality possible food, and and maybe I'm wrong there. Well, we do have a lot of homesteaders who listen to this podcast, and they're probably like,
no, I think if we got another dog, we would feed them high quality.
I know, but I'm just saying I'm not taking out as I'm not getting a second.
That's why we're not getting another dog.
I'm not getting a second job.
To do, to make sacrifices for your dog's food?
No.
Yeah. Well, Kinsey Mollick and Wiley, I don't know, these people in Texas.
Okay.
Consider their 2.5-year-old miniature Schnauzer mix family. They named her Hazelnut Frappuccino Whipped Cream Paws. Or Hazel for short.
Cute.
No, come on. That is not
cute.
a Hazelnut Frappuccino Whipped Cream Paws? That's not a name.
It is. It's sort of like, that's it sounds like a kid came up with it. It's funny. It's cute.
Sounds like a
but calling her
Gen
Hazel,
Alpha came up with it.
They probably are.
Ugh. All right.
We have Gen Alphas who listen to our podcast.
And they're not the ones I think are ugh. Just the rest of them who don't listen. You know what I think about people who don't leave reviews?
Okay, let's focus.
Moloch hold on. They're quoted as saying, "When I'm happy, she's there. When I'm sad, she's there. Even if my husband's not here because he's at work and deployed and my dog is there." Okay, come on. Deployed, yeah. Okay. Well, that's a different... Never mind.
You would go into debt if I was deployed, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah.
You'd go into debt
I didn't
for your
have
pet?
kids, and I don't know. That's a weird. I'm not going to do that quote. Okay. DINK couples surveyed spend on average $1,906 per year on their pets.
That doesn't sound like much at all.
It doesn't.
Well, you're going into $1,000 of debt?
A fraction of the $23,000 parents spent raising a child last year.
Where was this going, Jason?
Hold on. The most common pet-related monthly costs for couples are food, treats, and toys. Vet care, medication, and groomers are another common monthly expense. Unexpected pet visits can quickly throw a wrench into parents' budgets. The highest vet bill those surveyed have paid about $1,500, but 13% said they have spent more than $3,000 on vet bills.
I mean, I guess if I go to the vet, like trying to figure out, I'm gonna take my animals to the vet.
Yeah.
if there's something wrong.
Right.
So then if something's wrong and it has to be fixed, I guess
It depends on the age of the pet.
For you?
Yes. If we have
nothing could be fixed with
dog.
Winnie.
No, I understand. That's why we're not. I wasn't asking him like, is there anything we can do, Doc?
He didn't have any.
13 years old in college. She should have died like last year.
No.
No, I know. Well, she was the runt.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
If the dog's like 3 and they're sick or something, I can't just like let it go. I'm going to do what it takes.
What if it's cancer? Or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question.
There are see, to me, it depends on the type of illness. If it's something like they broke their leg.
That's fixable.
Well, yeah.
It's not a horse.
Well...
You shoot the horse.
Really?
That's what they did. They break a leg. Like a racehorse, I think. They'll shoot them on the track. Have you heard of that?
No.
They like break a horse in the middle of, or a leg in the middle of like a race. And it's like, well.
What?
Yeah, because
this is why
career is over.
Trigger warning at the
literally trigger warning. Yeah, it gets kind of crazy with racehorses. That's not a pet. Dinks aren't really doing racehorses that much.
I'm sure someone out there. Horses are so expensive.
Yeah.
It is crazy to me. But no, I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky. And it does depend on the type of animal. I'm not spending a bunch of money on a hamster. Do they have personalities? Aren't they all kind of the same?
Yeah.
Or a pet rat.
Okay.
Or something.
Those surveyed said they would spend up to $5,000 for life-saving treatment and $3,000 per year to care for a pet's chronic health condition. So that's all relative.
Yeah.
It's all relative. I guess a better question would be like, what percentage of your income are you willing to spend to keep your pet alive?
I have a family member who had 2 dogs they were a DINK couple, and they had these dogs that don't live very long, boxers. They live to be about 8 usually.
Really?
And these dogs were suffering with so many health issues, and it was like costing them thousands per month in medication. And it's the dog is really just probably at the end of its life.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about depends on the age. Like, if it's an old dog, it gets a little complicated. I get it. It gets complicated because pets are amazing. Let me say that pets are so cool. They don't judge you. They love you unconditionally. That you are the world to that thing.
They're also so annoying at times.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So I get that. And I get why people think of pets as a family member and different things like that. But I would wager to say that no one, not a single person on any kind of a normal income actually truly looks at their pet as a real family member. Because I would go into financial ruin to
save
our children or you.
Right.
You wouldn't for me.
Yes,
I get that. I get that.
You're the one we're probably going to have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you would like to leave a kidney. No, if you'd like to leave a review, leave a kidney. I don't know. I'm confused. So obviously there's a limit for everybody. That's what's interesting to me. Reading that article, that's where my thought came in. Yes, this is emotional. Yes, this is touchy. Yes, there are a lot of therapeutic reasons for having pets.
People who have pets live longer.
Yes.
So there's
benefits. I think pets are great. And I'm not
We don't have any.
But, no, we're not currently. But it did get me thinking, what's your limit, person?
Well, it also makes me wonder, like, why not just get a new dog? Because
that dog's an individual. Oh, now you're sounding hateful.
I'm not trying to be hateful, but I have never really been able to differentiate much. There are slight personality quirks, I'm
You're saying
sure.
all nice dogs are essentially nice
They're
dogs.
nice dogs. And so you're going to get those benefits.
Awful.
But like...
You should be ashamed of yourself. My Buffy...
You hated Buffy.
She was a horrid dog to me.
She bit you.
Yeah, I know. On the ear.
You still have a scar.
I know. Wow.
No, and that's the thing, too. Some people have horrible pets, and they love them. Your mom...
I don't understand that.
Your mom loved that dog.
That dog smelled so bad and just barked at everything.
Your mom had a thing for stinky little dogs.
Stinky little
nasty
dogs.
little dogs. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What?
Okay,
what
Maggie had her personality.
Not really.
Yes, she was
Slobber on you?
Winnie.
Whine? Winnie was the whiniest
You
dog.
have found out here on the Really Very Crunchy podcast that Emily is a dog hater.
No, I love dogs. I just think they're all kind of the same.
Then you are not one of these surveyed couples, that's for sure.
It's like a dog has benefits, but is it like that dog is going to make you live longer, or is it just general pet ownership is going to make you live longer? Because I really think it's just like having that companionship. And yes, you do love that creature, but ultimately, I don't know that it's like that.
That is a good philosophical question. What do you... Well, I think there are people out there, and they certainly have a dog, and especially hunters will tell you, all the people who hunt with dogs, they'll tell you, like, this dog was a great dog individually. When you're talking about pets who aren't like overly trained, just normal pets, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think
if they're overly trained, then are they actually a good friend, or are they just overly trained? Did you pay $2,000 for them to become so trained
the Dinks
that they'll be there? I mean, if we ever get another dog,
they're going
maybe
to
I
school.
will go into debt to send them to school.
They are going to school.
A trained dog is like...
It's amazing. My granddad, this is the story. I never actually witnessed this, so it could be one of those things where like family's just like full of it. But apparently he had a dog where he trained to get him tools. It's more of a trick than anything. It wasn't like he needed the dog to get him tools, but like he would say, like, go get me a screwdriver. And of course he had it in a specific place. And the dog would go get him a screwdriver, and the dog would bring it back, and he would say, no, flathead. And then the dog would go and like change out the screwdriver. I'm sure it was just a trick. Like he didn't,
But he was good at training dogs.
He was so good at training dogs, and I always thought that was really cool. I didn't have anything beyond that. All those dogs are dead. No.
Your dad was a coon hunter.
Yeah.
And had a bunch of coon dogs. Were they trained?
Yeah.
Other than...
Yeah.
Did he train them?
Yeah. He trained... it's, you train them to chase a raccoon up a tree. And there's a method to it. And that's part of the sport of it, is training them how to do it, I think. Now, when I was a kid and he would get coon dogs, he never trained them. It was always with the idea, we're going to train it. And, never happened.
Then it just sat in a cage.
Dolly wasn't in a cage, no. I played with that dog a lot, but we did end up giving her to somebody who would actually train her.
So I have a friend who has this dog, and she says the dog is part wolf, and it has
that sounds illegal.
Imprinted on her. They have like this special bond. And this dog, she has 2 children, and she still loves this dog like as much as a child. She loves this dog. And this dog is very old, and it's going downhill. Its time is near. She wants to be there for it when it passes.
Yeah, I understand that fully.
She's not going to put it down.
Oh.
She's going to let it go naturally. And
I would
she
say
wants
that's
to be there.
great, depending on what's going on. It could be
But
really
she
painful.
won't like go on vacation or anything with her family.
I mean, is it like barely getting around? Or
yeah,
what?
yeah, it's struggling.
See,
it's currently struggling. She's not going to end it early though. She's giving it the best life that it can have in its state, but she's not putting it down. That dog will not be put down.
She's don't really agree with that. Not that it's my place. She can do what she wants, I guess. But like, I think that if there is continual suffering that's happening in general, and I'm not talking about her dog. If she's listening, whatever, you do what you want.
I don't think she listens. I don't know.
Well, first of all, the imprinting thing isn't real.
You don't know that.
It isn't real.
Wolf? That feels real.
It's
like, didn't you read Twilight, Jason?
I read the first book and then started the second one, and that was like the worst experience of my life. It was truly awful. There's a guy I worked with who was reading all the Twilight books when they came out, and I was thinking, are they actually good? And he's like, yeah, man, they're great. And I'm like, okay. So I picked it up, read it, and it was one of the single most regrets of my life. Like, I truly regret having read that book. Anyway, it's like, did you ever see Billy Madison? I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I liked him. Sorry, but I was a teenager.
Did you read all of them?
Yeah.
Oh,
teenage girl. Was I a teenager or like early 20s?
Early 20s.
I think I was annoyed at like the love me back.
It was truly horrible.
And the end, the last book, I was like, this is weird. But I read them all.
It is.
And I saw all the movies.
If I had one word to describe it, I think it would be dreck. So, look that one up if you don't know what it means. No, the imprint thing isn't real. No, something does not. You can have a bond with something. The imprint thing is fake. Just because it's a wolf. Okay.
I don't even know if she used the word imprint.
You made it up?
No. But that's what she was kind of like getting at when we've talked about it. It's just like this dog has such a special bond. If she is listening to this, then I'm like deeply hurting her feelings by telling you about it, probably because you're being so harsh.
Oh, well, your wolf thing's fake, and you should probably put the dog down.
Jeez.
Just saying, you don't want it to suffer. That's way worse than not.
That, I guess that depends on the person.
You have found the one person who doesn't have a limit on what they would do for their dog.
Right. I don't think she does. No, I think she would do anything.
She would go into financial ruin for that dog.
I don't think she has to.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying. Like I said, for you or the kids, I would give up everything to take care of you. For my dog, $5,000 at most.
Before we did this podcast, you said 2,500.
Oh,
so you've doubled it in this conversation?
$500.
Would you
Depends on the breed.
So at the beginning, I was very clear, like, we would not go into debt. I'm kind of, I don't know where I fall. All I know is that you
went up by $2,500.
Yes, before we started this podcast, you were like, "This is going to be controversial." I'm saying $2,500 max
for treatment. No, I don't know. I'm heartless. $5,000 for a dog, $500 for a cat, $25 for a mouse. A snake, you should kill it. Or release it and see what happens.
Yeah, what about the people who get a pet and just release them?
Or the people with a snake and a mouse
in
opposing little terrariums.
Mm-hmm. Somebody has that.
That's torture for the mouse and the snake. I want it. Get away. I want it. Get away. That would be great. Mouse dies early from heart trouble.
I had a really old mouse once. We never took my mouse to the vet. Like,
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
I don't think you just... if the mouse is ill, it's a mouse. Did it imprint upon you? Did Sparkler imprint on you? I would go into financial ruin for Sparkler.
Meanwhile, we have mouse traps set in the basement. Different kind of mouse.
It's a different mouse. It didn't have any personality down there. It's just take. No give.
I think they do.
They give plenty of mouse turds.
That's the thing when you look at some animals and how they live on instinct. And like, I've had pet lizards. There's no like love or connection there.
Speak for yourself to all the lizard lovers out there. They exist and they're listening. And they're offended.
The lizards have imprinted
They
on them.
Totally imprinted. You don't know. There's a look. When that lizard looks you in the eye, you're like, oh, you see into my soul.
I used to think that you could have those kind of connections with like goats.
Goats are so stupid.
The more goats I'm around,
They're
the less
so dumb.
I'm like, yeah, I don't see it.
Well, I used to feel like this kind of weird guilt about like deer hunting. Like I could never shoot a deer, or like a long time ago. And then now I'm like, I think about it, the more I see deer, it's
They're
like
basically a big insect.
You barely function as a living thing.
But they're beautiful and majestic.
And really stupid.
And you wouldn't kill a butterfly.
You shoot them and they don't even know. They're just like, this hurts. Run into a wall. Like,
well, Jason, they're just running because they're in pain and trying to get away from danger. It's not that they don't know.
Yeah, because they're little. It's like that. It's a thing, though. Like, there is something different about a dog and a deer. I'm not saying they don't both have fear, but they do have, like, there is this. It's a little more. With a dog, it's a little more than instinct. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but there is that domestication that matters, which is why it's really weird that people eat pork. Because apparently...
pigs are so smart.
Apparently. I don't believe it. I think they're pretty stupid.
I haven't ever seen... I mean, I've seen videos. I've seen videos of cows that are really smart.
I don't believe that either.
But I haven't seen... I've seen pigs escaping, and, like, it's funny.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know. Didn't you ever read Charlotte's Web, Jason?
Yeah, so many times this year. So many.
So we're not a dink, and we're not a donk.
Well, we're not a dink or a donk. We have kids.
So we can't know.
I guess. It's an interesting idea. But I think most people, I think that at the end of the day, most people have a limit to where they're like, okay, I'm calling it, as sad as it is, I'm calling it on the dog.
Right.
This is such a bleak episode. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what?
Well, it just got me thinking. Saw the article. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a jerk today.
But we are going to get some pets.
Are we?
Supposedly. Getting chickens, right? You agree?
Yeah, I think we should get some chickens.
And a cat.
Okay.
And a dog.
If we're going...
And a miniature cow.
We are not getting a miniature cow.
Sheep.
What?
And...
Why?
Ducks.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Ducks offer no value. Their
duck
eggs aren't as good.
But they're nutritionally superior.
They don't taste as good.
And apparently they're not as nasty. I disagree, but I saw this video that was like, why you should get ducks instead of chickens. Ducks are so much better.
Ticks? Chickens do.
I don't know.
I would get those other
Guineas?
ones. I would get guineas if they weren't so annoying.
That is.
They're so dang annoying. But apparently they eat ticks like crazy. And apparently possums don't.
I would go into debt for baby possums.
We already have.
Did not go into debt, but I did
sleep
go
debt.
to the farms.
We did go into sleep debt carrying those.
You did not get up.
You woke me up when
act like you did.
I woke up when you woke up.
I went into the farm store to buy like bottles and puppy formula, or was it kitten formula? I can't remember which one I had to get. I looked it up. Anyway, came out, spent $45. You were like, what are you
for baby
doing?
possums that have a lifespan of less than 2 years?
I didn't know that at the time.
It's like their life was already a quarter over. We spent more on possums than we would on a cat. I'm just kidding. I actually want a couple of cats.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're pretty fun. Not inside. I'm not an indoor cat person.
People think that's cruel.
Outdoor? Cat?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really? If we have a... What do we do if we convert the garage and that's where the cat stayed in the winter?
Guess we're going to get a cat building.
We will not be getting a cat building. That's going in debt over your pets. Well, if you've murdered your pets, leave a review. I'm just kidding. I don't. This is just a bonus episode.
Yeah,
I don't
your
have
limit?
to have a point.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm not forcing a point upon you this time.
You're like, let's have an uplifting.
No, what's your
ending.
limit, listener?
Yeah, what is your limit on a pet?
Yeah.
If your pet was sick, you're gonna have to do some deep thinking here. Real evaluation.
We really
for
do.
no reason whatsoever.
We love reading your comments.
Oh, I do. I don't.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't always respond to all of them because.
But you read every single one.
You do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your limit? What would it take for you to just let Fido go?
Thanks so much for listening. We hope you have a great week, and
I'm sorry.
maybe we won't do any more bonus episodes.
After this, we'll see what the stats look like when this one's done. I love animals.
Me too.
I promise.